Some may disagree, and forgive what I look like. I was just sitting here having my meditation time, and this thought started coming to me. I'm a very transparent person, and for whatever reason, I have been through a series of situations and relationships, whether friendship, sexual, whatever, however you want to put it. I have been in a series of situations and relationships where I became accustomed to being good to those who were not being good to me. And it has nothing to do with just boyfriend, girl. It's life. And the things that we don't realize at the time are being deposited into us as an individual, and then they shape who we are. I have someone that I befriended that does not live in this state, a young man, 28 years old, and quite frankly, is one of the most mature individuals that I have met because his way of thinking is higher than people his age. His way of doing things is higher than people his age. And he was telling me how he gets kind of picked on and would get put down because he's a different caliber of individual. And I applauded him for being so wise without having any sort of true help or guidance in order to get to where he is. And when he realized that, he was like, wow, thank you. But what I was starting with saying is being trained, being stuck, whatever the right word is, in a way and a pattern of thinking and doing that is detrimental when you didn't realize you were being shaped in it. When you recognize it, it is hard to change because it's programmed, it's automatic. And then you start the process to uproot, dismantle, or whatever you want to call it, that way of thinking. But as I'm sitting here, I recognized that in my relationships, I would give, forgive, do for, go out of my way to be good to show my love, to show who I am, to show how I feel about that individual and our relationship. And I don't know if this video is blurry. I don't have my glasses on, so I apologize for whatever you get, but not really at the same time. Um, what was being put back into me was garbage and lies and like mistreatment, making me feel all sorts of ways that weren't good. And I'm like, I don't understand how I can be all sorts of good to you, but you still turn around and shit on me and then lie about doing it. Like, what? Okay, so I'm not looking at this. I'm not looking at this situation. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay, so I'm lying. I just randomly made up this lie about you, and now I'm coming to you for no. And why I'm doing this, I don't know. But we are in a way of thinking, in a way of operating, where sometimes we just don't even know what is wrong with us and why we do some of the things that we do. And then we want to go jump in relationships. And I feel like with the amount of experiences that I've had, I'm like a really good relationship advice coach or it just get, I don't know, maybe that's something I'll add to my platform, but it's another way, opportunity for me to help. And I'm trying not to speak about things from my past that kept me from doing things like I'm doing right now, and the reasons why it intimidated me. So I'm pushing through my own fear right now. Even though I love to sing, I love to write, I'm naturally a shy person. I've learned how to be very outgoing as a way of making sure, ooh, as a way of making sure that people are good around me. I don't want to give anyone a reason to hate on me, dislike me, to do me wrong. I do my best not to sow any seeds of hurt in anyone else's life, at least not on purpose, especially not intentional, in an effort to avoid receiving it. However, that has not been the case, and it complicated and confused my thinking as how do I continue to attract individuals who are not honest, who won't who won't be held accountable, who refuse to be held accountable. They don't really want to bond or unify or really get connected. It really just comes down to they just want what I have, what I can give, and how I can make them feel, with no intentions of ever returning it to me. And it caused me to look at myself like maybe something is wrong with me. And it was. It was my thinking. My thinking caused me to become an individual who looked for hurt. Because as a child, that's what I was accustomed to. I looked for or somehow got connected to people who would mistreat me, but do enough to keep me close so that they can get what I have. This was seemingly in my early childhood. As I got older and people saw the talents and who I was, they loved it. But as soon as they saw I was gay, then those same people started putting me down. And then when it happened in church, like, oh, I'm singing in church at 8 and 9 years old, like leading choirs, doing plays. I'm 9 and 10 years old, bro. Nevertheless, as soon as something about me that they didn't like came up, then it was a problem. So I started behaving in a people pleasing way. So I guess maybe the point of this video is to help someone begin to think differently about themselves and being able to first admit, okay, this is the problem. This is the way that I really think. And this is the way that I really feel. Because a lot of us are not able to get to therapy. We're not able to afford all of this other stuff. So we just keep it and we try to figure it out. And I don't have any reputation to save or try to look a certain way to people. Y'all just getting real from me. So I think I might start posting like continually and having real conversations. Um, but yeah, our thinking is definitely crucial. And the post that I put up about comfort kills growth, that's what I was sitting here thinking about. Like, God, what is it in me that keeps bringing me to this place? And it just started like, oh. So let's start this journey of renewing our minds. And I'm not going to post anything just to post it, but I will post. I love you guys.